good.
All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is, and right here, right now, we actually have up-and-coming rising star within the hip-hop community. We got the one and only VKash right here, live on the line, man. How are you doing this evening?
What's good? What's good? I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I hope everything is all well with yourself out there in California, man. I saw on the news earlier, man, you guys got a big storm. It was like blowing transport trucks over and whatnot, man. I'm glad to hear that you're safe and sound.
Yeah, it's crazy out here right now, man. But I'm good to go.
Hey, man, but I know you're a busy guy, so I'm going to dive right into this interview, man. But I want to take you back to your beginning of your career, man, and just ask, like, what made you decide to get into the music industry initially, man? Because you're so talented and gifted at what you do.
Man, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I've been playing with rap for a long time, and I had a friend of mine I've been good friends with for, say, about 17 years now. And I would always freestyle, kick it freestyle, whether it was in high school, on the basketball court, wherever it was. And his name's Cali Motivated. Shout out to Cali Motivated, actually. This brother of mine from Rialto, California, he told me to take it serious, man. I turned on that switch, got in the studio, man, and got serious with it. And been pushing forward ever since, you know what I mean?
And also as well, man, back in April of this year, I actually saw that you were actually featured on World Star Hip Hop, where they actually featured your Tic Tac challenge. I was wondering, man, if you can tell us a bit more about this challenge, and of course, if it's still going on, how can our listeners get more involved and of course participate?
Oh yeah, this came when I put out my first release, my first solo song called Bussin', and they featured it on World Star. It was a dance challenge. It went on for a couple of minutes. It died down a little bit, but the song's still booming. If you guys want to check that out.
And I got to say as well, man, I think that's a phenomenal marketing ploy to have, man, just to be able to, do these TikTok challenges, man. Do you ever have plans to do another one, or do you want to keep this Bussin' challenge actually going full force?
Yeah, man, definitely got to say, TikTok has revolutionized music as we know, man. It's definitely a big platform that I think I'll use later on in the future. Probably definitely use it again.
And I gotta say as well, man, definitely, I gotta say, TikTok is a phenomenal thing, man. Like, since that came out, it really revolutionized a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely. We're seeing it, social media as a whole is definitely taking over, people's ability to stand out in the crowd. We have social media platforms that we didn't have years ago. People were slinging CDs and everything, but now, you can just go straight on Instagram, Facebook, and put it out to the world, so I think that's real big.
And also as well, man, you actually had the opportunity to actually work with Ash Bash the rapper, man. I was wondering, how did yourself and her get connected, and what was it like just conversing with her and working with her in the studio?
Yeah, like I said, social media, such a strong platform. You can pretty much reach out to anybody you want to, make music with. I was able to get in touch with her. She knew a couple of my friends. We were able to set it up, get in the studio, and get a song going. That song actually did some good numbers as well. But yeah, we conversate all the time. I got her number. She had a show past a couple weeks ago. I attended. I had a show that she was supposed to make it to, couldn't make it. She's a busy woman. But yeah, it was easy to collide just through social media platforms.
And I gotta ask as well, man, do you have any plans to actually work with her again? Because in my personal opinion, man, you guys had such phenomenal chemistry just on that song alone.
You know what? I actually do have plans to make another song with her again. I'd have to reach out to her through text. I know her social media, Instagram, actually was disabled, so that's something she's been dealing with. But yeah, I definitely plan to work with her again in the future.
And also as well, man, September 8th of this year, you actually released the 9-track album titled Rich Off Rap. I was wondering, what's the story and inspiration behind that amazing record? And of course, where can our listeners actually purchase themselves a copy today?
Yeah, I released a EP, Rich Off Rap, actually inspired through, I had a friend of mine, his name's Coda. Shout out to Coda, great engineer from Riverside, California. I was working on a couple of rap songs back to back, and I was going to drop them as singles, and he gave me the idea, why don't you drop a all rap EP? So I went ahead and did that. Got a lot of great feedback on that, and you can pretty much get that on all major platforms. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Tidal, anywhere, YouTube, wherever you want to find, type in VKash, Rich Off Rap, you can get a hold of me.
And I do know as well that with these streaming media platforms and whatnot, not a lot of people are really doing the CD copies anymore. But do you have any hard copies for the old school listeners that do still have discs laying around?
You know what? That is actually something I've been, because I just got a new manager, so I'm talking to him, and we are going to start making disc copies. Everything's pretty much streaming now, but we're going to go back to old ways. I'm actually going to start making flyers, business cards, and taking it to a whole nother level, because social media, it's great, but it limits you. Everything has a limit. So I want to break those limits and get the word out so I can get my music as far as it can reach. You know what I mean? Because I believe what I'm doing is big. So I want people to hear it. I want them to be a part of it. And I feel like your music is only as good as the people that hear it. So the people that never hear it never know, So CDs is definitely something I am highly considering doing.
And also as well, I actually read that you actually started your own company called Cash Entertainment. I was wondering, what actually made you decide to start up your own entertainment company? And of course, what services do you actually offer to the general public today?
It's in the process. It's still a brand that, I'm molding, and I'm actually thinking about expanding it into entertainment, whether it's acting, whether it's comedy, improv, whatever it is. I'm building it and molding my brand. So Cash Entertainment is a representation of myself and people that want to be involved in the entertainment business.
And I gotta say as well, man, people that do want to get more involved with your company, how would they actually go about contacting you? Because I know some people, they just say like hit them up on Instagram, but do you require like an email or something like that? Like how do individuals get more involved with yourself and your company?
Yeah, man, definitely. Instagram, you can always hit me up on Instagram at VKash___, or you can hit me up on my email, BERLINALSINA@iCloud.com, if you want more information.
And also as well, man, this month on October 1st, you actually had the opportunity to perform at the University Hookah Lounge in Riverside, California, man. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about that show. And of course, what was it like actually getting back on stage since the unfortunate pandemic that took over the world for the past couple of years?
Yeah, definitely. Hey, shout out to Ahmad, who runs the University Hookah Lounge, for the great opportunity. They set me up. We got a stage. We got everything hooked up, lights. It was a really big turnout, especially after the pandemic. I appreciate everybody that, felt comfortable enough to join us that evening, and we were able to set it up, man, and get it going, and it was a pretty awesome show, can't lie.
And I have to ask as well, man, because I know it's probably a cliche type question, but like out there in California, did you guys actually have any any restrictions on that show? Because I know down here in Canada, man, when we actually had concerts during the pandemic, and I think they don't really do the plexiglass anymore, but they had plexiglass all the way across the stage, man. It was like watching your favorite artist perform at a damn hockey game on the ice, man. It was crazy.
Actually, during the pandemic for a while, it was pretty strict, but for this show, California is pretty much wide open again. Everybody's starting to get shows. Everybody's getting booked back up, excited to go out and perform and show people what they've been missing the last year,
Hey, man, I gotta say, it definitely feels good to get back to relatively normal life.
Definitely.
And also as well, man, October 12th, you actually released your most recent single titled How It Goes Freestyle. I was wondering if you can tell us a bit more about this phenomenal release. And of course, do you think you actually might do a How It Goes Part 2?
Yeah, so I released How It Goes. It was a freestyle, I don't know what got into me that evening. I'm trying to expand my horizon as far as just vocabulary, vernacular, reaching, gang culture is always going to be a big part of rap. We know that. However, my music, I wanted to be able to touch every aspect of every person, any place, anytime, anywhere in their place of life, So that freestyle was definitely something that I wanted to send out to the public, let people know, hear me, hear what I had to say, hear my story, and hopefully they can relate to it. And I definitely plan on doing How It Goes too.
And I gotta say, man, it definitely was a phenomenal release, man. I can definitely see that song actually going places and being spread all over the map, man. It is a phenomenal release in my personal opinion.
Yeah, one more thing, by the way. So since the How It Goes freestyles released, I have just released a song called Let's Slide. That song is debuting as my #1 song out right now. If you get a chance, Go to any any music platform, and stream that. Check that out, man. I believe that one could be real big right there. Got the music video for that one dropping later this week as well.
But I have to ask as well, man, what is next for yourself, VKash? I know you just said as well that you have a music video dropping, but is there anything we happen to miss? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still got you here live on 97.7 FM here in Canada.
Since you got me live here, man, I appreciate you reaching out. I have a big video, like I said, dropping later on this week. Let's Slide music video. People should expect phenomenal things coming from me. I got a new single dropping in a month's time called Tell Me. That song's going to be really big, really popular. Expect some upcoming big shows that's going to be happening and a lot more, features coming in. I plan on doing some big features pretty soon. And, hey, man, I'm going to give it everything I got each and every day. That's all I can do.
And also, man, before we part ways, man, if you can, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that slides through the radio station airwaves. Just like a chance to give, like, shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to. And I know you already dropped your Instagram, but if you can, man, drop that again and the rest of your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything VKash has got going on.
Definitely. I want to give a shout-out to my brother, Uncle Tay. I want to give a shout-out to my brother, $DP. Get some Dirty Paper merch. You can find that also through my Instagram, which is VKash____. I want to give a shout out to Coda, Roadrunner KM, Agua 951, my brother Guapo. So also Batchy. If you guys know Batchy from Ontario, California, he's lighting it up. Shout out to my brother Cali Motivated, from Fontana. Big things coming out of the Inland Empire in California. So you guys just stand by. Again, you can reach me on social media, Instagram, VKash____. Also, if you're looking for me on any musical platform, it's VKA$H.
And I gotta say, man, first and foremost, thank you so much for giving us a little bit of your time here this evening, man, and taking over 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM. Definitely was an honor, man, and most definitely a privilege, and hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon.
Most definitely, brother. I appreciate you guys reaching out. It was an honor to be here. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, man, you are most certainly welcome, man. Definitely have yourself a wonderful night out there in California.
All right, brother. You too.